Welcome to It's Not Just Menopause, the podcast that empowers you to navigate midlife with confidence through real talk, root cause insights, and no BS strategies that actually work. If you're dealing with fatigue, stubborn weight, brain fog, or just feeling off and overlooked, this show is for you. Discover what's really going on with your hormones and why it's not just about estrogen. Each episode breaks down what your doctor didn't explain, the internet got wrong, and what your body's been trying to tell you all along. From stress and metabolism to nervous system support and functional nutrition, we'll cover the tools that help you feel more like yourself, again, without restrictive diets, overwhelming plans, or hormone hype. I'm your host, Cindi, functional nutrition practitioner and certified menopause specialist. I'm here to guide you through the midlife noise so you can stop guessing, get the clarity you deserve, and finally take back control of your health. If you've ever felt dismissed, overwhelmed, or like your body just isn't responding the way it used to, you're in the right place. Let's rewrite the menopause story without the fluff. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of It's Not Just Menopause. And it's all about, we're ditching the fluff and finally telling the truth about what's going on in your body during this hormone-fueled phase of life. And I'm disproving all of the miracle, magic pill mindset, it only needs to be mindset shifts kind of nonsense that's out there, because that's just BS. Again, I am a functional nutrition practitioner, certified menopause specialist, and I am the coach that midlife women call when they're done being told to just eat less and move more. Okay. So let me ask you something. Are you working harder than ever to take care of yourself and seeing fewer results? Are you eating clean, skipping sugar, maybe even tracking macros, but your clothes feel tighter? Are you waking up tired, dragging through the day, and wondering if your metabolism is just flatlined? Okay, if you're nodding along, you're not alone, and you're definitely not imagining it. There's a silent hormone running the show here. One that's often overlooked, but absolutely critical to weight, energy, sleep, and pretty much every system in your body. And today we're talking about cortisol, your body's main stress hormone, and why it might be the real reason that stubborn weight won't budge, no matter how healthy your habits seem. Okay? So let's get into it. So cortisol gets a bad rap, but let's clear this up right away. Cortisol isn't the villain. In fact, when it's working as it should, cortisol helps you wake up with energy in the morning, respond to danger or stressful situations, regulate blood sugar, control inflammation, and even influence your blood pressure and immune system. Your cortisol should actually be highest in the morning to wake you up, and then it slowly, gradually goes down throughout the day, and then that way at night you're not wired, but your cortisol is where it should be, so you go to sleep. And it is one of your body's built-in survival tools. But here's where it gets tricky. In midlife, cortisol doesn't just support survival, it starts to take over. And why? Because your sex hormones like estrogen and progesterone are declining. And those hormones used to buffer cortisol's effects. Without them, your body becomes more sensitive to stress. And that is one thing I talk about with everything I talk about in menopause. We react to stress differently than 20-year-olds do. So it's super important to counteract that stress. And so that means even small stressors like skipping breakfast or overexercising can trigger big cortisol responses. And when that becomes chronic, everything changes. And most people only think of stress as, they're driving to work, they're stressed, their spouse, their kids, they're, just normal stuff. It's the things you don't realize that are causing stress, like skipping breakfast. Please don't. I can talk for days on this. Do not skip meals, especially breakfast when you're in menopause. Stop over-exercising. Okay, it's things like that that are stressing your body out that you don't know is stressing your body out. So let's talk about the downstream effects of constantly elevated cortisol, and especially in menopause. So what happens because of this? It messes with your brain. Hello, brain fog, irritability, anxiety, right? It increases blood sugar, even if you haven't touched a carb. Yes, your insulin resistance goes up in menopause. It spikes insulin, like I just said, your body's fat storage hormone. It wrecks your sleep, leading to more cortisol and more cravings because your body restores itself during sleep. If you're not getting it, it just makes it worse. And it breaks down muscle, which means a slower metabolism. It slows digestion and decreases nutrient absorption and increases belly bloat. Okay, so cortisol does a lot more than what people realize. So, if you're wondering why your unusual or maybe usual strategies aren't working, like you've tried everything, you're even trying new things you never heard of, the unusual ones, it's not that you're doing something wrong. It's your hormones and your stress response that have changed. Cortisol literally shifts your body into store and protect mode, which is the opposite of fat burning mode. So yes, you can be eating well, exercising consistently, and still feel like your body is working against you. Because in many ways, it is. It's protecting you the only way it knows how, by slowing everything down. So now let's zoom in and look at this. If there's anything, if you're anything like my clients, you've probably been carrying stress for years and maybe even decades. And again, it's a lot of stress you don't know is stress. And and it's the kind that becomes your new normal, even though, it's anything but normal. So let me paint a picture. You wake up tired, you drink coffee to power through. You push through back-to-back work calls. You forget lunch. You squeeze in a workout after work, even though you're already exhausted. You fall into bed tired, but wired. And your sleep, not great. The next day, rinse and repeat. And here's the kicker. Some of those habits, like intermittent fasting, high intensity exercise, and, eating healthy, can become stressors when your cortisol is already maxed out. And I mean eating healthy meaning like you are OCD about it. Like you're like so consumed with what to eat that's adding stress, okay? So your body doesn't know the difference between a missed meal or a missed mortgage payment, okay? Stress is stress. And by the time we hit menopause, many women are running on fumes. Their nervous systems are fried. Their cortisol is either stuck on high or completely dysregulated. And weight gain becomes just one of the symptoms. So what can actually help? So when your body is clearly stuck in survival mode, what are you going to do? Okay, you start by creating safety. This isn't about going soft. It's about going smart. It's not a diet. It's not a detox. It's a full-on reset of how your body responds to stress. So here's what that can look like. Start your day with a protein-rich breakfast within an hour of waking. This helps reset your cortisol rhythm and stabilize blood sugar. This is super important. Ditch the long fasts and juice cleanses. They backfire midlife. Do not. When you don't eat, your body doesn't know when it's getting food again, and it starts to go into fight or flight. And in menopause, that's even worse, and it causes your cortisol to go up. So I cannot say this enough. Intermittent fasting does not help in menopause, and it makes it worse. Swap high-intensity workouts for strength training and gentle movement like walking or Pilates. And eat enough. Under-eating is a massive stressor. If you are dieting for decades, you have messed up your metabolism like crazy. No wonder it doesn't want to lose weight. So you need to eat enough, but enough of the right foods. And that's where I come in with all my 4 certifications and my functional nutrition background. I know what you need to eat. Build in daily nervous system support. That might be deep breathing, grounding outside, or simply giving yourself permission to rest. Again, we have to rest. It's okay to rest. And identify the hidden stressors. Are you skipping meals? overbooking your schedule, saying yes to everything. This is what I work on with my clients. And I even created a quiz that takes 2 minutes, and you can take it and see where you are more stressed out. Okay, so these small shifts send a powerful message to your body. You're safe, you're fed, you're supported. You don't need to hold on to extra weight just to survive, because that's what your body's doing. It's holding on to that extra weight because it's under stress. And so, this is what experts won't tell you, okay? And here's what makes me furious. So many women are blaming themselves for something that is completely normal, physiological response, right? It's just natural. They're told they just need to try harder, be more disciplined, cut more calories, add more cardio. These are people that don't know anything about nutrition, and it just burns me up. It's like, seriously. You stick to your lane and your specialty, and then I'll help with the rest where you don't know. Seriously. So meanwhile, their cortisol is through the roof, and their body is just trying to protect them. And let me be clear. If you're gaining weight in menopause, it's not a character flaw. If you're exhausted by noon, it's not laziness. And if your body feels unpredictable, that doesn't mean it's broken. It means your nervous system and hormones need support. So that is why what I help women do inside my 8-week program, the Hormone Reset. I might be changing the name, but right now it's the Hormone Reset. And it's just an 8-week group program designed to address the real reasons your metabolism is stuck and your energy is tanking. Okay. It starts June 24th, and it's my beta round, so it's way, way cheaper. And there's only 10 spots available. And so if you're ready to get off the cortisol roller coaster and finally feel like yourself again, this is your invitation. And I'll have the link in the show notes. But yeah, so let me leave you with this. Your body isn't sabotaging you, okay? She's protecting you. And once you learn how to listen instead of punish or push, you unlock a whole new level of peace, energy, and freedom. You don't have to white knuckle your way through this chapter. You just need a better map. And that's what this podcast and my Hormone Reset is all about. So I just want to thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing all the hard work that you are doing. And share this with another woman that you feel might be, stuck and have chronic stress and needs, some help with that. And I will be in your headphones next week. Thank you for tuning into It's Not Just Menopause. I hope today's episode gave you real clarity about what's actually going on in your body and reminded you that it's not just your hormones and it's definitely not your fault. If you found value in this conversation, make sure to follow the show so you never miss an episode. You can also connect with me on Instagram at Cindi Stickle Nutrition, or head to cindystickle.com for more resources and personalized support on your menopause and midlife health journey. Until next time, keep questioning what you've been told and trust that your body is not broken. You just need the truth and the tools that actually work.